But I think I've been on like 2 walks today already. So we'll say that's good enough. We got to get this green circuit factory up and running. That is priority number one. And then the other thing that I think I can do at this point is I can just steal iron plates from that foundry. So I'm going to turn this foundry off. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this foundry off. And instead I'm going to have it make... Instead I'm going to move it. You're going to come down here. And you're going to go here. And you're going to make molten iron. No, you're going to make... Yeah, you're going to make molten iron from calcite. And I'm going to take all the random iron ore that I'm getting from pulling up rocks, and I'm just going to dump it in here. Should really just, like, give it its own box to do that with as well. Is it necessary? No. Technically, our materials are infinite on Volcanos. But it'll make me feel good to know that I'm using things up. So you go to work on that. And then we gotta build like 10 more foundries to get this thing running. For that, we're gonna need steel. We have plenty. We're gonna need reinforced concrete. We should have a bunch coming from up here. But I do need to set up that sticks foundry. And then green circuits I've got. And we're just going to expand that out. So you get to work. You can hold even more tungsten carbide. And I don't want the robots to do this, because they're just going to pick random ones to make. Instead, I want them to only make specific ones. Give me 2 more of these. Give me some of these. And then give me 2 of these. Oh, no, wrong. You pull in, and then you take out. Alright, so, green circuit's looking very healthy now. The rest of that could still use a little bit more work. But for now, we're going to say it's good. Keep the tungsten carbide coming in. The next thing that I think I want to work on is reds. So let's go get those underway. What's your problem? No gears. I guess that makes sense. Because once reds are done, we can start working on a bot network, and we can automate a bunch of this stuff. So reds are going to be a little different. Because reds only need wire. And I think I also want to save some space here, just in case I decide to do a second green belt. So your footprint is this big. And if I copy you and paste you to go here, then I know that's how big that foundry is going to be. And then if I leave one gap and go here, this is where the red circuit factory will start. And the way that you're going to work is you're just going to put everything onto a single belt for the time being. You're going to make copper cable. You're going to spit out onto a belt. there's going to be a second foundry here with you. That's going to go about there. And then you're going to have a belt. That's going to carry copper cable. How many AM2s can I then fit onto one belt? If you are making red circuit, you are going to need half of a copper cable per second. You produce 12, so we'd have 24. I could support 48 of these. And then if I take 48 divided by 0.25, 48 times 0.25, that's only 12 green circuits and 12 plastic per second. Okay. Make a second one of these. Pull you back one. Have your drones contribute. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. This is going to be preposterously low. Come up with a better idea. You can't direct insert. It would be way too much direct insertion. So cast that thought from your mind. What you could do instead... 48. You could do a 1 to 4. Like this. And then instead of 48, you'd have 12. But that's going to make your belting horrendously ugly. Oh, here's what you can do. You're overcomplicating this. You can have them come out this way. So you'd run this thing through like 4 splitters. Like this. And then like this. And then like this. And then like this. Where you would be copper cable. You would be plastic bar. You would be green circuit. And then you would be red chips. And I think you could get inserters to do that. So you'd go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. You'd go something like this. And the inserters would go something like this. These would put red chips onto the belt. These would take wire off the belt. These would take plastic and green circuits off the belt. That's why that won't work. But it will if you split these up. Like this. If you leave one space in between. This will work. because then you can run power like this. And it'll reach all the way across. So I think that works. That is going to consume 0.25, 12 green chips per second, and over here we're making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're making 1.5 times 16. You can do that in your head. It's 16 and 8. 24. So this red circuit factory is going to consume half of your green circuit production, but if you double this thing, it'll only consume a quarter. You have plenty of room to bring belt weaving down here. And if you needed to, have you done your math right here? 12 per second. 0.5 times 48. Yeah, you've done your math right. This is 12 and 24. So that'll work. This is the space that you left yourself for belt logistics. You would come in like this. Go under like that. And I do kind of like the idea of reds coming out this way. I think this works. I can't think of any reason why this doesn't work. Which means it probably won't work, and I just don't know why it won't work. But let's plug it in. We have our molten copper fluid bus waiting for us right here. Let's figure out where we're going to bring it down. It's going to be right here, and then also right here. We'll have it pop up here. And then also here. Oh, you would. So the hookup is going to be a little ugly. But it does work. You'll plug in here. You need one splitter. Knock yourself out. Okay. You'll also need to power this, which you can do like that. We lost the same power pole at that spot again, huh? Can I not get in my tank? That's a pretty substantial issue. How do I get radar coverage all the way down here? You have to have some way to select vehicles, right? Tank? Storage tank? That's not the one, man. Okay, you are kind of on a timer now. Yeah, that's only trains. Achievements isn't going to do it. Factorio isn't going to do it. There's no vehicle overlay. Okay, so note to self, if you park your tank outside of radar range, you can't get it back remotely. which means that we now need to get off of Volcanus to go and rescue that tank. This may lead to speed building a rocket platform before we're actually ready to leave. What do I need for one of those things? 1,000 steel, 200 processing units. Okay, so we need processing units. Those are a big deal right now. Hook up this power. It'll do. Run these belts. Are these gonna work the way you want them to? No, you're gonna have to get a little fancier here. Hang on. This isn't quite tileable the way you've set it up. This needs to go underground here, and it needs to come back up here. And then this needs to go underground here, and I guess it can come back up here. And then you need to pull from there. No, wait, you don't need this at all. You do that. And then you do this. That works. You need to plug green circuits into this thing. Which you can do just like this. And then you also need to plug plastic into this. Ooh, that's not right. Hold on now. You're getting ahead of yourself. You need to plug plastic in like that. So we need to pull out of the plastic plants over here. As horrendous as they are on throughput, we're going to have to make use of them for a little while. Because we found ourselves in desperate times. You're going to run under like that. I'm trapped. Okay. So that turns on red circuits. And then this, we can now copy and paste. Just like this. The far belt is red circuits. You also need more undergrounds. Yeah. I hear you over there. I know. Well, I really wanted to come back with Volcanoscience in hand. But I'm not sure that's going to happen now. Let's put a quick limiter on you. Just because I don't need you overproducing that much. And then here is where we'll have reds out. And then I'm going to need blues as well. Clean all these rocks up. Make some space for construction. The good news is we are about to get another rank of laser damage, and that may help the Nauvis base survive a little bit longer. The downside is that my defenses are not as robust as I thought, and no, I wanna automate foundries here and set up automated delivery before I rejig the Navi space. In a moment of weakness, I almost said that I was going to automate wall defense and repair before I came back to Nauvis to finish, or before I came back to Volcanus to finish science stuff up. But I don't think that's going to be the case. You can have all of that. And then with these, for now, just grab them and put them in a box. We could make one right now, but it's going to use all of our plastic, so instead I think I'd rather just put a bunch of plastic into my crafter. And then maybe continue to scale these things up. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I could bring foundries by hand. Oh. 4,000? That's a little too rich for me, but I can ship foundries up with me in the ship. I don't need to automate them at all. So I could bring like 20 foundries home. And I could bring like 60 mining drills home. It's not really the foundry I wanted you to build, but I guess I'll take it. Okay, so that's going to be the plan. We are on a much more aggressive timer than I'd really prefer to be on right now. But that's life, unfortunately. And there's not a ton that we can do about it. What? That's not what I wanted. What else do you need? Steel, of course. There we go. Overview. We're not getting plastic through. Why are we not getting plastic through? Oh, because your coal isn't automated to you. Okay, I can fix that. I'm gonna need a lot of belt to fix that, but I can fix that. So we're gonna split you here. You're gonna run up here, around here, back down here. You're gonna turn here. Do a little something like that. Give you 3 long-handed inserters. Steal a bunch of iron from the belt. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wrong. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Incorrect. You need to come down like this. And then here, you can have some extra coal. Intake here. Alright. Plastic automated. Plastic automated poorly, but automated. That's going to turn all of our red chips on. The next foundry I make actually needs to be the iron stick foundry. I think we've put it off for too long. And considering that we're gearing up to automate concrete. Kind of have to do it at this point. Have some of those. Give me one of these. You're going to come down here. You're going to be iron stick. I need one steel chest. I need one blue inserter. Limit you to like that much. Pull this down to here. Sticks are a go. Then you are going to hold molten copper so that I can dump that out of my inventory. Something like that. Something like that. Give me one long-handed. Something like that. Probably also need to set up, like, stone smelting, which we can do now that we have red chips, actually. 50? That's huge. We can finally start making these things at scale. Now, we do need a way to make flying robot frames to actually get our logistics drones that we're going to want. Best place to put one of you guys is actually going to be up here to start. Like right here specifically. Here's good enough. So, battery manufacture. Yeah, and then you're set. It's just copper plate and steel and iron plate and sulfuric acid. Not too difficult. We're going to handcraft the first couple, and then after that, we will be G to G. Put these in a box. You can go right there. You can go right there. How many do I need? Only 2? Done. 2 logistics spots. And you're probably going to want to automate those. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it right now. The first thing you need to get set up is good RoboPort coverage. Handcrafting your first couple is going to be okay. You live in here. We will need to upgrade all of these to storage chests. But we're very close now to our Volcanus bomb. So you go here, your logistic filter is batteries. Right next door. Not even right next door. Start building it out around the RoboPort. Storage and requester. Storage is output, requester's input. What's the most important thing for you to build? Probably flying robot frames. Is that true? Probably. Yeah, I think it is. So you're going to request from here. You are going to be stick. You are going to be gear. You are going to be concrete. You are going to be underground pipe. And you are going to be pipe. Where'd it go? I thought I made 2. Oh, you are 1. Then we'll come up here. You're going to be iron, even though you're kind of obsolete as a chest for now, and you're going to be steel. And then we're going to go get another couple red chips, and we're going to move our second roboport up there so that we have coverage on all that. So you come up here. Oh, you reach pretty far. I mean, I think you don't really need to come up any further than about that. Then, give me 2 requesters. We're here and here. Logistics. We want none iron ore in our inventory ever. And we want none copper in our inventory ever. So they'll auto-pull into these boxes. Iron ore here. Copper ore here. And then we need to drag the roboport down to reach these green circuits, which are going to be in a storage chest. They're just going to slurp off the belt. And then we'll need to drag one over here to reach these red chips, which are also just going to slurp off the belt. And then we'll pull another one up here. That'll grab the plastic. Although plastic, I don't know we ever need to put into the logistics network, but electric engines and regular engines, we absolutely do. So in fact, these need to move. And we should just move them over here. And then extend your electricity. Here, here. Ooh, also you need to circuit these. Don't forget that. Read logistic network contents, that's correct. You read here, and you're enabled when flying robot frame is less than... how high do you stack? 50 times 40? You are going to be engines. You are enabled when engine is less than 50 times 40. You are going to consume engine, and you are going to hold engine unit. Lubricant pipe we could just run over here. I'm not really that worried about that. So you're going to make EEs. You'll go here, you'll go here. You will go here. And there's going to be another assembly machine here, something that should probably use lubricant, but belts are going to be in foundries. So it's not going to be belts. And in fact, we'll probably move the belt factory over here. Yes, we will do that. You're going to circuit to here. You are going to enable when electric engine units are less than 50 times 40. What else do you need? Green circuits and engines. And you're running. Good. So let's go see if we can make another roboport. because we now need to connect green circuits to this network. We can. And you aren't running because you need green circuits and electric engine units, but that's going to be done as of now. So the RoboPort now knows where to find green circuit, which means that we will very slowly start to make robot frames. We just have to hook up lubricant, which is the easiest thing in the world, because we make it already. So with that dealt with, our attention can now turn probably to blue chips. Or potentially to increasing throughput of existing items. Like, you should also hook up batteries to this thing at this point. So we'll have some kind of fluid bus that comes in through here. Battery. Sulfuric acid will have come in like this. And we'll alternate it against this lubricant pipe. Pull you back down this way. And then you're going to get inserter here. Inserter here. Continue hooking them up to the network. Connect you here. You're going to be enabled when battery, which is definitely an intermediate product, there it is less than 200 times 40. You are going to be filtered on battery. So that's one more thing done for the bot network. Let's make more logistics bots, because we're going to need them. And then also with sulfuric acid down here, I think it would make sense to have this stuff. Tungsten carbide. I think it would make sense to have tungsten carbide move down here so that can finally be automated. That is an intermediate product. It will require sulfuric acid. We will pull power lines down for it. It's going to get a storage chest and a requester chest. You are going to be filtered on tungsten carbide. You are going to be circuited to enable when tungsten carbide is less than 50 times 40. And you are going to request tungsten carbide ingredients. We are going to set our personal logistics to never hold tungsten ore. And then logistics bots will come and evacuate it out of our system. We need to put copper plates into the network, which we can do here. Are these set correctly? Yeah. Yeah, okay, they're set correctly. I remembered too. and then carbon. So we need to extend the network a little further down. But we've got a good flow of chips coming in now. And it should be fairly easy to do so. So you can come out to here. You can come up to here. Does that give you enough reach? Just barely. Actually, it just barely doesn't. Oh, it's going to be a mess to get over to that thing. No, you don't need to do that. Just set it to filter to carbon only. And then build one more row. Because you'll have red chips come in. This thing is ever so slowly producing. And the only thing it's held up by right now is assemblers. So why don't you make a couple more of those? Yeah, man. But stop. Please stop, drones. You don't know what you're doing. You're going to be short on iron plates for those. You should also probably set up bots to make those automatically. You can take that inserter back. Missing you, missing one more. Here. Missing one more. Here. Oh, those don't get powered. That is fixable, though. We just need to pull you in a little closer. Doing a little bit of troubleshooting. Now they'll kind of mostly reach. You need one more red. And then you need a blue. You need blues. What's your problem? You're facing the wrong way. And what's your problem? You're missing an inserter. Alright, that's 12 of those up and running. But that should help with our red circuit production a bit. Indeed it has. Grab some steel for your next roboport. This is going to be the one that connects up carbon to the network. Do not handcraft gears. You do not need to do that. We make plenty of them. We're going to pull you just a little further up. Nope, that doesn't reach. We're going to have to pull you just a little further across, which I hate because it puts you in the coal field. But we'll make do. Up to 11 flying robot frames. Let's give our logistics bots a little bit of help. And then let's keep expanding this little bot mall that we have going here. I think it probably makes the most sense to start automating things we're going to use a lot of. So that would be AM1s and AM2s. And then following that, probably inserters. Connect you up to circuits, connect you up to circuits. Enable when AM1s are less than 50 times 40. Enable when AM2s are less than 50 times 40. Storage chests for both of you, requester chests for both of you. Start requesting your items. And then we'll do inserters. Really, the only one we need right now are yellows, reds, and blues. So we'll just do those. They're going to be out of steel shortly. There you go. You will make yellows, you will make reds. Wire these up. Enable when reds, which stack to 50, are less than 50 times 40. Enable when reds are less than 50 times 40. Summon your requests. Set your filters. Let's also get... Have we made any AM2s yet? No, you're still waiting on steel and chips. Alright, I'll keep handcrafting for a bit then. Getting that connection up. Here, here. This is going to be power poles. We'll do mediums. We'll do bigs. I don't know when we're really going to need to use bigs, but there you go. And then wire you. Enable when these are less than 50 times 40. Enable when these are less than 50 times 40. You'll also want blues. So we'll go plug blues in. Continue you over here. Blue inserters, that is. Blues here. Filter, fast inserters. Wire you up. Enable when fast inserter less than 50 times 40. Then refined concrete, probably, like normal concrete and refined concrete. Well, normal concrete you have, you just need a requester chest to summon the things that a normal concrete plant needs. So do that. Is that really where you want to put it, though? No, it's not. I'm gonna move this thing. I'm gonna pull it down here. And I'm gonna have a separate foundry production, because they need molten metal piped into them. So that's going to go here. You are going to get a requester and a storage chest. Oh, because I don't have... Because there's no copper cable in the network. That makes sense. I can fix that. Green here, attached to you, enable, disable when concrete is less than 100 times 40. You are filtered for concrete. And then this belting, or this fluid belt on the back is going to be a little complicated. But it's going to be molten iron here, going to be water here, and then it's going to be copper there. You guys want to get on that? Thank you. So you're going to get pulled over to about here, and then to about here. We're going to very briefly sever that connection. Plug you back in like that. Water should probably run out this way. And we'll grab it at this same corner. Yeah, there it is now. And then we'll summon from there. We're also going to need a smelter to make stone. Because we don't currently have stone. Or have brick in the network. So this is going to be a bit of a weird one. I guess we'll put it behind the chemical plant, because the chemical plant's already doing weird things. But you're going to go here, and you're going to go here. You are going to hold stone brick. You are going to activate when stone brick is less than 100 times 40. You are going to request stone. And then if we come over here... Please tell me this is inside logistic range. Not really, but I can make it be in logistic range. And then, of course, it's not in power range either. You are going to hold stone. You are going to extract stone into the logistics network, and then anything that we don't use is going to get melted. So that will turn bricks on. Once bricks are on, it's going to turn the foundry on. With the foundry on... Do I need logistics drones in my roboport? Like, why is nobody grabbing my... Oh, because all the logistics drones are busy. We don't even have spare logistics drones to do that. Alright, I'll make another 10. I'll make another 11. Because otherwise I want this trashed. What's personal logistics? Turning off personal logistics. Oh, so if I turn you off, then I think logistics drones will come and take these things away? Nope. I'm going to assume it's that my logistics network is just overtaxed right now. So all of this should be kind of humming along. What else do I need to automate urgently? Nothing, but I think you want to bring all of this down to here just for convenience's sake. Although I'm looking at it, I don't think that needs to happen right now. So if it doesn't need to happen right now, then the next thing you want to do is automate the foundries. We're not wasting any progress picking that thing up. It was not between crafts. You're going to come down here. No, you need to be on a different rack. You're going to come down here. That's going to be molten copper. This would be where a molten copper foundry goes. Then we'd have inserter, logistics chest, inserter. It would be here. That's where you're going to go. And this is going to automate foundries. So 1, 2, 3. We'll just say you go here. I'm not even going to bother figuring the cabling out. I'm just going to say you're going to go here. There we go. You make foundry. We're going to have fluid come in the back. We're going to have inserters in the front. 1 storage, 1 requester. Insert, extract. Run the green cable. The green cable has all the information about the base. Requester chest, storage chest, holding, foundry. Connect you. Enable if foundry less than. Realistically, how many of these do you need? I'm going to say 200. And then request from there. The only thing you're not going to be getting is lubricant, so we'll run lubricant down. And then do you turn on? No, because you're not making refined concrete yet. Which you need to make while it's on the fluid bus. So there's going to be maybe a second chem plant here, and then you'll go space, space, space. No. You can just have it go here. You're going to make refined concrete. You need to be powered. You need a requester and a storage. You need 2 inserters. Wrong. You need to be wired up to green. You are going to be if refined concrete is less than 100 times 40. Paste your recipe over. You are going to be filtered on refined concrete. You remembered to do your filter there. That's good. You remembered it there. That's good. I think you've remembered it everywhere. Yeah, looks like you have. And that should... I think that's everything that we need for it. We'll continue to add logistics bots to the network because they're looking a little overwhelmed still. There's no idle logistics bots in this port right now, which means all of them are working. Am I thriving yet? I am thriving, but there's an issue. Allow me to show you the issue. This power pole was destroyed again, and I want to drive my tank over to fix it. But I can't select my tank if my tank is outside of robot or outside of radar coverage. So I don't have my mobile repair station on the Navi space anymore. And that's moderately concerning. So we're working on getting off planet. Why are you not making? Oh, because I don't have any logistics robots that are trying to trash my shit right now. Fine, I will give you tungsten carbide or tungsten ore manually. That also means that all of this I can now tear down. These are not necessary. I can tear all of this down. These are no longer necessary. So we're on an accelerated timetable to get off of Volcanus now, which is a little annoying because I wanted to spend more time here doing some automation. But it's now looking like we are going to have to rush a rocket build. Hello, by the way. Nice to see you, Mr. Destroyer, Mr. Demolisher. So we're going to rush build one rocket. We're going to go back to Nauvis. We're literally going to fix that one power pole. I could do that. I can remote... What I would have to do is I would have to not only remote build radars, but I'd also have to... What's your problem? You don't have logistics space for those. What I would have to do is first I would have to add a assembling machine to the bot mall that builds roboports. Then I would have to daisy chain roboports down to the wall. Then I could build. Then I'd have to add an assembly machine to the mall that makes radars. Then I could fix the wall with bots. I could fix it from here if I really needed to, but I don't think I really need to. I think we're close enough to launching a rocket here that I can just beeline the rocket and we'll be fine. So what that's going to entail is from here, I need to build a blue chip factory. Wow, that is great news. Let's actually just plug all of these in. Construction bots? Oh, because I still have those blueprinted as AM3s. You will refuse to build those. And then I'm going to need blue inserters. So yeah, we threw together a pretty hacky bot mall over here. Just so I could start building some essentials. Which we probably should have done forever ago, but oh well. And that's gonna carry us back. So there's my blues. Here's my reds. Is that how they go? I'm just gonna copy paste them. That is how they go? No, you're turned the wrong way. But it is how they go. There. So all we need to do now is fill in the foundries for that part. And foundries are slowly working on getting automated. You're out of carbon? Why? You're full on carbon? We simply don't have enough logistics bots in the network right now. Is the problem. Also, why are you always at 11 when I come over here? It's like always perfectly timed. There's nothing stopping you. It's just every time I decide to build more logistics bots, you have 11 in storage. Where are you going? Are you going to pick up carbon? You are. Great job. Great job. Love your work. Let's come down here and plug this in. I really don't think I need the second rack of reds right now, but we'll save that for another time. And we may end up plugging that in. How are we looking on power as well? You're getting pretty close to spiking the network. So you need to go and plug in a couple extra crafters here. They don't need to be on the fluid line. So I think you can just put them like right here. Yeah, this should be okay. No, leave yourself some space. We'll just leave a 3-wide gap in between all of the sections of the wall. For reasons. Easier to navigate. You are going to be making steam turbines. Take some of these. Take some of these. Take one of these. Keep your technology going. Request these. Set a limit on you. You don't need to make more than stack size to 10. You don't need to make more than 400 of those, and then you are filtered to be only steam turbines. Logistics bots are going to stay busy with that one for a little while. But I want to get that plugged in. Are you queuing to charge? Not yet. But I might need to add a few more roboports in there if it becomes an issue later. And you are finishing foundries now? Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Plug these in. I'm just thinking. Now, I'm going to keep these builds here. I was thinking, what if I just put down, like, a storage chest here that yanked wire out of these foundries if they weren't working on anything for the green chips, but I'd rather just let that build operate at full capacity if it's able to operate at full capacity, and have a separate foundry up here that's dedicated to just wire. I think that works out better for me long term. Let's go plug in another 3 of these steam turbines. Somehow my drones have selected 3 steam turbines that will run. And then what else do I need? Not a lot. I think we can start working on blue chips. You have 32 assemblers on you. This build produces 1.5 times 8. It produces... No, 1.5 times 16. It produces 24 green chips per second. This consumes 12. So for the other 12, we want that to be consumed by the blue chip factory. We would have a splitter here. That would go into an underground here. You know, we should automate belts as well. I forgot that I'm still hand-feeding belts. Let's do that. You have half a splitter inside of you still. Now you have none, so we can pick you up. You have nothing inside of you, so I can pick you up. You have half of an underground in you. And now I can pick you up. The belts are also going to require lubricant. And I think I'm okay just making a dedicated lubricant pipe here. So you're going to make express splitter. You are going to make express transport. You are going to make express underground. I would love for these to be belt-fed, but they're not going to be bot-fed. Or, I would love for these to be belt-fed, they're not going to be belt-fed. They're going to be bot-fed, but we will use direct insertion when it suits us. Which would look something like inserter, chest, inserter. It would look something like this. Inserter, chest, inserter. Ah, greens are right here. No, because you're not putting gears on a belt right. There's no point. And then you're going to need 9. 9. Storage here, here, here. Storage here, here, here. And storage here, here, here. You're also going to need turbos at some point, but I don't think turbos use lubricant, so you can kind of get away with that one. Get all of this covered. Bring your wire down to communicate the necessary circuits to this thing. This should really be belt fed. You know that you're just setting this up like this, and it's going to produce massive demand on your logistics runs. Yeah, I do. But oh well. No, don't. This is such a horrendously inefficient bot setup. But it's fine. I'm gonna come back and fix it later. It's okay. It's fine. You guys all come here. You guys come here. I like saying that I was going to use direct insertion when it suits me, and then I'm ignoring direct insertion that I can do right in front of me. What's your problem? You're out of tungsten carbide? Did you use up all the tungsten carbide ore already? Holy cow. I need to set that tungsten carbide mine up. Otherwise, we're going to have some major problems. This is maybe the worst bot mall that I've ever built. Do not build bot malls this way. It creates entirely redundant demand on your logistics bots for no real payoff. And the only reason that I'm doing it is because eventually my bots will catch up, and then it'll be fine, and I won't be punished for it. Also, because I'm probably going to make a ton of bots. You don't have foundries ready for me yet? That's fine. You're going to be fast underground. You're going to be fast transport. You are going to be fast splitter. You are going to be normal transport belt. Wire these guys up to the grid so that they can talk to each other. You are enabled when transport belt is less than 100 times 40. You guys are enabled when red transport belt is less than 100 times 40. You guys are enabled when blue transport belt is less than 100 times 40. You are also going to need to be able to talk to... I should really automate this. I keep handcrafting them, which means it's time to automate them. Also, power poles, because you still haven't plugged green circuits into this thing. Or, you guys still haven't plugged copper wire into this thing. But one thing at a time. here, and here. Copy that request over, bring you to here. Enable if roboports are less than 10 times 40. We need to go get some more red circuits. Plastic is extremely slow. We should probably go check on why that is. I'm going to guess oil throughput issues because we're consuming a ton of lubricant now, and this single refinery is probably not keeping up. That would be my guess. We need to massively expand that refinery. But here's the last two foundries you needed. So now you can say, have this thing make splitters, have this thing enable when splitters are less than 50 times 40. And you can tell this thing to make undergrounds. Enabled when undergrounds are less than 50 times 40. You can inject more logistics drones into this network. They will absolutely have things to do. And then finish up the rest of these, because all of these can now turn on. That is the wrong connection. Undergrounds, less than 40. Blue underground, less than 40. Is that all you good? No, not you. Filters are all set on you. Alright, copy and paste requests over. Off you go. Now can you work on blue belts? No, because you wanted to connect red circuits to the network. That was the whole reason you stopped in the first place. So now the bots can see red circuits. And then you probably need to go get more tungsten ore together. We also don't need carbon in our inventory. Take carbon, set this to 0. Let's go pick up some more tungsten ore so that we can keep making tungsten carbide. And then every opportunity we have, we're just making more logistics drones. And just keep technology moving. Alright, you guys charge up quick. That's fine. Let's go see if I can coerce a logistics bot to grab all this stuff off of me. Here's the other thing we can do now that I think about it. Give me one more storage chest. Put it up here. That one's set to hold stone. And then in my logistics requests, I want none stone on me ever. So any spare stone they'll throw into that box. But it'll never become full from the inserters working. And then this is now a logistics bot queue forming. So we need to make one more roboport. And we just need to give them more places to charge. Which I guess we can do like this. Just keep them level with the factory assemblies that we have. Grab a bit more steel. give them 2 more. Because I still think they might try and queue. One here. One here. Alright, so bots have plenty of places to charge. We're not approaching critical mass of bots yet, but we do have idle bots, which is fun. They are not grabbing from my inventory for some reason. Do I really have to I shouldn't have to automatically move these to trash. Oh, I'm not set to 0 to 0, that's why. Yeah, set these 0 to 0. Now they automatically move to trash. There we go. User error. Here they come. Now everything gets hauled away, and I can see that your filter is set wrong. Because you're not supposed to hold junk. Eventually, I think they will move it out of that, and they'll put it to where it needs to go. Alright, this appears to be working now, which is nice. They are slowly emptying me of stone. And as much as I would like to give you the time to work on that, I need to get back to making the base. So we have belt on us. This is going to come down like this. You're going to be able to consume about 20 blue chips per second here to make, or 20 green chips per second to make your blues. And you only have 12 to work with at all. So this is probably just going to be a single belt. But we'll take a look. You make blue chips. A single blue chip factory consumes 1.5. Yeah, you're not going to make many at all. We can only have 8 of these. For now. We can scale up a bit more in the future. But copy this. 2, 4, 6, 8. Run this belt down here. Run this belt over here. You're gonna have to go through a splitter, actually. And then bring power down to you. Probably like that. And then you're also going to have to get sulfuric acid into these things, which is no problem. It comes out of the ground and it's free. So we'll just bring all of these to like here. And we'll run them up alongside the red belt. And then we'll find some way from here to hook them back up into a fluid bus somewhere. Where's my nearest sulfuric acid? Probably want to pull it all the way down from here. Oh, we can't. The water's in the way. That's true. It's a good point. In fact, you can't really do much of anything with that sulfuric acid belt the way you have it set up. So you probably want to think about changing that long term. But short term, let's just do something that works. And what works is going to be this. This pipe is getting a little long, but it looks like it still reaches everywhere. So that's nice. And then you are going to take out on this side. Just like this. You will be nowhere close to a full belt. And I don't even think I need to put blue chips in the logistics network. Because I really want them to just do rocket launches to start. Which, speaking of, now that we're making 200, or now that we're making blue chips, I can think about setting up the rocket silo. You put in here. I think the other thing I could think about setting up is a big mining drill. Yeah, I make all of that currently, except for normal miners. So you go here. You come up through here. You're going to get a requester and a storage. You're going to get a new server. You're going to get a circuit connection. You are going to be enabled when we have fewer than 200. Because again, we want to make a ton of these and then request that. And then up here somewhere, I just need to put together a electric miner assembler. You also didn't set a filter on that storage chest. Big mining drum. Request here. Set circuit condition, enable when these are less than 50 times 40. We have 55 idle logistics bots in the network. So it looks like they're keeping up. What else do you need to make? You're going to need to make more plastic. You need to rework your entire refinery, basically. Like, this is not sufficient anymore. So that means that you should probably come up here and automate chemical plants and automate refineries themselves. Also, stop building medium power poles by hand and suck it up and make... do this by yourself. Are we really out of tungsten ore again? Holy cow. We are chewing through that stuff like nobody's business. At least we can steal it from Demolisher territory without them getting mad, but we really got to think about killing that big Demolisher soon. Because I want to bring a bunch of those with me. Alright. Did that get you any? Yeah, it got you 2 stacks. Take this away from me. I'll even move up here because this is closer to the chest that you need to drop it off in. There we go. Love that. Love just throwing stuff in the trash and watching drones come take it away. Here's my foundry that I wanted. You're going to go here. Oh, I didn't give myself enough room. Oh, that's catastrophic. I'm off by 1. I miscounted. Nah, I don't need to miscount, actually. It's not going to be perfectly symmetrical, but hey, that's the price you pay when you're careless. When you don't take the time to count things out. So you're going to make copper wire. You're going to come around this way. You're going to run out here. And you're going to grab from this pipe. No, that's wrong. But you noticed in time. You're going to grab from this pipe. And off you go. And you're going to deposit directly in here. And I don't think I need to put a restriction on this inserter. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wrong. You go here. And then your condition is copper cable. Which means... No, you didn't have a copper cable manufacturer there. You're fine. Okay, so now you can start dropping off to here, which means I can just pick up poles from the box I'm manufacturing them in. You are missing reds and electric mining drills. You're missing iron plates. Because we're not making iron plates up here anymore. You need another foundry. You took all of your iron plate foundries and moved them down here. You need to add one back into the main bus. Yeah, I need you to craft. And you've used all your tungsten ore. Alright, off we go to the rock mines again. This is also exactly why I brought construction drones. Because doing this by hand is a giant pain. Yum, 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 yum. How much did you get? Stack and a half? Stay out a little longer. Those are big rocks. That'll be good. If we weren't such a baby, we would just go and kill the giant demolisher, or the small demolisher. But we need to come back and finish a bunch of automation on this planet later anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. Take all of this away from me. Blast 2 carbon as well, thank you. You'll craft a foundry soon. And I kind of need you to hurry up on it, because iron is limiting us right now. Make another 30 Logibots. They're being demanded still. And then while you work on that, I'm gonna go have a conversation with my blue chips. My blue chips are mad because plastic is mad. Yeah, we can't put the refinery off any longer.